Islam Makhachev has been showcasing dominant wrestling in camp as he prepares to control Jack Della Maddalena ahead of their highly anticipated clash. Meanwhile, Alexander Volkanovski analyzed the matchup, noting that Jack's previous bout with Belal Muhammad served as the perfect build-up for this contest. He highlighted how Jack's ability to stuff takedowns in that fight significantly boosted his confidence and believes that his defensive wrestling has now reached a level where even elite grapplers will struggle to take him down or maintain control, whether in sparring or under the lights.
Makhachev is going to be fighting Jack Della Maddalena. How do you think those two match up?
I think Jack's fight against Belal was a perfect fight for leading into that. Just purely, you take a lot out of stop and takedowns, because again, there's every fighter's still going to have little doubts that are going to creep in. I'm sure Jack was going through that, being like, all right, worried about, what if he takes me down and all that. But the fact that he was able to stop it and feel so comfortable, I guarantee you he's leveled up again. His confidence in his takedowns has just went up significantly leading into this fight. I think his confidence is going to be at a whole nother level. So through camp, I guarantee you, if he's back in training right now, people trying to take him down are going to find it almost impossible. Only the top guys are going to have a chance of taking him down, and they're going to have a very hard time even holding.
Philip Rowe also shared his perspective on the upcoming battle between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, expressing confidence that Jack will come out on top. He argued that although Islam has enjoyed an impressive reign as champion, his frame is not ideal for the welterweight division. Rowe emphasized Jack's ability to get back to his feet if taken down, and suggested that Islam would struggle to handle Jack's striking power, even going so far as to predict that Jack would finish the fight before the final bout.
Philip Rowe, what's cracking, man?
Chillin'.
Hey, now listen, you're welterweight, you've been in the game a long time. Islam moving up to 170. Is he big enough for 170?
My personal opinion, I don't think he is, but he's a champ. We'll see when he's there. You know what I'm saying? He has a fight. He's fighting the champ. That's the best 170 in the world right now, right? So
right.
We'll see.
So you don't think he has the size, but how do you think he does in a fight versus JDM?
I personally think JDM beats him. I think JDM will be able to get up if he does take him down. I don't think he'll be able to take JDM shots. I think personally he'll stop.
However, Makhachev has been showcasing dominant wrestling throughout his training camp for the fight with Jack Della Maddalena, sharpening his takedowns, tightening his control, and refining seamless transitions to neutralize Jack's striking, while applying relentless pressure from the opening moments. Furthermore, Rogan highlighted the physical attributes of Islam Makhachev, noting that he is a large and imposing figure. He recalled post-fight cage interviews where he was surprised that Islam could even make the lightweight limit given his size. Rogan described Islam's frame as broad with a noticeably developed back and emphasized the immense strength and leverage he generates when securing his opponents during grappling exchanges.
Him in the cage afterwards, I'm always like, how?
Really?
How are you 155?
Yeah.
How?
I know.
How?
I know.
He's thick as he's got a giant back.
Yeah.
And when he gets a hold of guys, it's like he's just got this leverage, this grappling squeeze that it's. I remember when he fought Drew Dober, and when he got Dober down to the ground.
Joe Rogan also commented on the evolution of Islam Makhachev's stand-up skills, noting that his striking has developed tremendously compared to his early career and now makes him dangerous in every area of a fight. He referenced the head kick knockout Islam scored against Volkanovski, calling a shocking moment. Rogan added that if he had been advising Volkanovski, he would have urged him not to take that fight on just a 10-day turnaround. While acknowledging Volkanovski's passion for competition and the financial incentives, Rogan considered the decision risky and unpredictable given the elite level of opposition that Islam represents.
Everywhere, like when he knocked out Volk with that high kick.
Yeah,
and
that was
crazy. But granted, if I was in Volk's corner, I would say no.
I know.
You're not taking it. You've been drinking beer and eating kebabs. Like there's no way you're taking this fight on 10 days' notice. I don't care how confident you are. I don't care how much you like fighting. That's a crazy thing. I don't care how much money they're paying you, because you look at the slide that his career took. Right? He arguably won that first fight with Islam. Very close fight, loses a decision. Or was it a draw?
It was a decision. Shit, was it a draw?
When asked for his opinion on the upcoming showdown between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, as well as how Islam might adapt at welterweight, Ilia Topuria expressed little interest. He stated that the matchup doesn't occupy his thoughts and is not something he concerns himself with.
I think Islam Makhachev will do it 170 when he fights Jack Della Maddalena.
I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. I never thought about that.
Ilia Topuria, however, offered tactical advice to Jack Della Maddalena on how to gain an edge over Islam. He suggested that Jack target the midsection with straight punches, explaining that consistent body shots could disrupt Islam's timing and discourage him from shooting for takedowns. Topuria further emphasized that steady body attacks might unsettle Islam's wrestling approach, while also praising Jack's striking ability and expressing admiration for his overall fighting style.
Advice for Jack, who might be coming up against Islam Makhachev next?
The advice, like, he has to work the straight body shots, because that takes away the intentions of the takedown. If he works with the straight body shots, he's gonna stop his intentions of the takedowns. And he's doing a great job in the striking.
Islam Makhachev also spoke about his desire to compete at Madison Square Garden, revealing that he discussed the idea with Dana White and his management team during a meeting in Baku. He expressed performing in such an iconic venue, renowned in both mixed martial arts and boxing history, would be a deeply meaningful experience. Makhachev shared that stepping into the MSG arena has long been a personal aspiration, and fulfilling that dream at least once in his career would bring him immense satisfaction.
He posted with you and Hunter and Dana and everything. Did you guys talk business in Baku of when this
Yeah,
fight?
we talked about that a little bit, and we discussed. I asked Dana if we have some opportunity to fight in Madison Square Garden. It will be honor for me, fight in the biggest arena for MMA and boxing. It's for legendary arena, and I will be happy to have the opportunity to fight in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, you deserve it at least one time, Islam. I know this has been a dream. You said this before. And they have other champions they can fight in Abu Dhabi. They have Magomed Ankalaev now, so this is your chance.
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier shared his perspective on the upcoming matchup between Jack Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev, predicting that the fight will likely be decided early on, either in the first or second round. He explained that much depends on whether Islam can successfully impose his wrestling. If Makhachev is able to drag Jack to the ground, Poirier believes the fight will swing in his favor. However, if Jack can defend the takedowns, his boxing skills and physicality could present major problems for Islam. Poirier also noted that Islam's striking can sometimes appear unorthodox, but this is largely because opponents become so focused on stopping his takedowns that they struggle to commit to effective combinations.
He beats Jack Della Maddalena.
I think we'll find out first, second round how much trouble he has getting him down. I think if he gets those takedowns, he's gonna get the win. If Jack can stop those takedowns, which he does have good takedown defense, I think the boxing and the size could wear on Islam and give him some problems. But his striking's, awkward and different. You have to worry so much about the takedown. You can't plant your feet and throw off those number combinations and really rip and sit on your punches, because he's going to change levels. So it changes the way you fight. For me, it did. I'm speaking from experience. So we'll see how Jack approaches and how Jack executes out there. But if you're worried about takedowns, your shots are different. You're not sitting on everything and standing in front of the guy. You're trying to move and be light on your feet. I think the first 2 rounds will tell him.
Islam Makhachev himself has admitted that Jack Della Maddalena presents a serious challenge. He studied Jack's performance against Belal Muhammad and was impressed with the improvements in his game. He noted that Jack's wrestling was once a clear weakness in his early UFC run, but he has since developed considerably by training with experienced wrestlers and grapplers. He described Jack as a true champion who poses threats in every area of the fight, but emphasized that this matchup will ultimately determine who deserves recognition as the world's best. Makhachev added that he expects the bout to end decisively, not in a drawn-out battle.
hard fight for you? I know he said he wants to get one back for Alexander Volkanovski here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard fight. Honestly, it's gonna be. I saw his fight against Bilal. He's good, man. He's good. When he beginning fighting in UFC, he had problem with the wrestling, but now he's improved because I see he training a lot with the wrestlers, with the grapplers, and that's why he's a champion right now, and he's good everywhere. But we will see who is the best fighter in the world.
Yeah,
very soon.
Charles Oliveira weighed another matchup, describing Jack Della Maddalena as a dangerous fighter because he doesn't rush for a quick finish, but instead systematically wears opponents down, as he showed against Belal Muhammad. He also expressed confidence that Islam Makhachev can perform effectively at welterweight due to his grappling strength. He concluded that the fight will ultimately hinge on whether Jack can stay upright and capitalize on his striking, or if Islam can dictate the contest on the ground.
Acho que ganha entre o Jack Della Maddalena e o Islam.
Maddalena, ele é um jogo muito complicado, porque ele é um cara que ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem pra te finalizar, ele vem te magoando, né? Aos poucos, né? Aos poucos. É o que ele fez agora na luta contra o Bilal. Só que eu acho que o Islam vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Islam agarrar e botar pra baixo...
Shauna Ali weighed in on the potential clash between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, calling it a major contest, although not as massive as a possible matchup between Islam and Dustin Poirier. He praised Jack's victory over Belal Muhammad, making this new challenge even more intriguing. He pointed out that if Jack can defend the takedowns and land effectively, the fight could turn into a highly competitive affair. But he also emphasized that Islam's striking is sharper than many people give him credit for. Shauna Ali further discussed Islam's move to welterweight, calling it an exciting task. He noted that Islam's size would not differ much from Jack's despite the jump in division, and argued that Islam's skill set could make up for any potential size disadvantage. He emphasized that the central question is whether Jack can stop the takedowns and put pressure on Islam. He once again highlighted that Islam's striking is underrated and could prove to be a pivotal factor in determining the outcome.
You think Islam does at welterweight?
Who knows? I heard he's not going to be any smaller than Jack come fight night. 55 to 70, that's a little bit different than 35 to 45, 45 to 55. But when your skill level's that high, as Islam's is, it'll be interesting if he goes in there and tries to shoot on Jack. Jack stuffs him and gets in his face. But Islam's striking is so underrated. Islam can put the hands on Jack.
That wraps up today's video. What do you think about this potential showdown between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena? Do you see Islam's wrestling dictating the fight or Jack's striking breaking through? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out our other videos appearing on the screen right now.